welcome to this week's Neumann Update. I'm Alexis Lomax. Following the recent spa shootings in Atlanta and the year-long rise in discrimination and hate crimes towards the Asian community, the Senate overwhelmingly agreed to pass the COVID-19 hate crimes bill to denounce such actions from continuing to happen. The bill is set to create a new position at the Justice Department to expedite reviews of potential COVID-19 related Hate Crimes Act and towards an additional agency that will report any occurrences. Hawaiian Democratic Senator Mazie Hirono sponsored the bill and has said that it sends a clear and unmistakable message of solidarity to the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke highly of the bill, saying, "This long overdue bill sends two messages. To our Asian American friends, we will not tolerate bigotry against you, and to those perpetrating anti-Asian bigotry, we will pursue you to the fullest extent of the law." The bill will now move to the House before it is signed by President Biden. What better way to honor Earth Day than with a big gathering of 40 world leaders to talk about the world as a whole, our climate, and the change that's needed. Yesterday kicked off the two-day virtual climate summit geared on cutting greenhouse emissions while simultaneously creating jobs across all sectors. President Biden opened up the summit with a very large announcement to which he is committing the U.S. to reducing its 2005 greenhouse gas emissions by 50 to 52% by 2030. 40 other world leaders are participating in the summit, making big pledges of their own.
Our new climate target for 2030 is to reduce our 2005 emission levels by 40 to 45%.
We will strictly control coal-fired power generation projects. We will strictly limit the increase in coal consumption.
President Biden and I are launching the India-US Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030 partnership.
Biden has made climate change an essential part of the U.S. foreign policy and national security since taking office. He quickly re-entered the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, which former President Trump pulled the U.S. out of, showing again how important this issue is to his administration. Biden says reducing emissions will also help the economy. For those who identify themselves within the LGBTQ community or allied to the community, today was centered on solidarity and unity. Recognized as the Day of Silence by the GLSEN organization, that is Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, students all around the world and country took a vow of silence to protest the harmful effects of harassment and discrimination of LGBTQ individuals in schools. This year, our community took part in the silence as well. In a conversation with Saria Glozeski, intern with the University Counseling Center for Wellness, spoke on the university's participation in the National Day of Silence. Glozeski said that the university decided to take part in the silence first because its national presence, and secondly because of the campus's LGBTQ support group and allies within the community. As students spent the entire school day without speaking, the Day of Silence was concluded with a Breaking the Silence gathering in the Neumann Circle, where guest speakers and students had the opportunity to share their stories and offer suggestions to how the university and surrounding community can be more inclusive. Later on, the movie Love, Simon will be shown in the Student Multipurpose Hall. All are welcome. Our senior sport management majors have done it again and have found a way to run their annual professional event connecting students to those working in various operations within the sport industry. This year's theme is A Night Around the Clock, and instead of being pressed for time, students and faculty within the program have decided to run the event for 12 hours. The early birds definitely caught the worm this morning as the first panel kicked off at 10 a.m. and will continue until 10 p.m. this evening. Today's day-long event includes different sessions within each hour, with various networking sessions, panel discussions, and professionals from all over, trivia games, happy hour, and so much more. A job well done to all the students and professors that helped make the event possible for the entire community. Now let's turn things over to Ria for our sports update.
Coming up on crunch time for all of our Neumann Spring athletes as playoffs are quickly approaching. First up, men's golf will compete in the Atlantic East Conference Championship today and tomorrow in Oxford, Pennsylvania. The men's lacrosse team comes off a huge conference win against Marywood to finish off their regular season this week. With the 12-4 victory, they have suited themselves properly to acquire the second seed in the Atlantic East Division. The first round of playoffs is set to start May 1st. The women's lacrosse team kicks off their first round of their playoffs tomorrow for a 6 o'clock match against Gwynedd and Mercy University. The men's baseball team will get busy this weekend for a 3-game competition against Cabrini University, including a doubleheader in Radnor tomorrow at 12 and 3 p.m. The softball team will get even busier with 4 games in hand, all against Cabrini this weekend. Starting tonight, the Knights will take on the Cavaliers at 3 o'clock in Radnor and finish off the series tomorrow on Bruder Field at 3 p.m. Sending all good vibes to our Knights this weekend as they battle to seal off some major victories. The NFL's offseason program began on Monday, and with that, the Eagles' prime motive has been sifting out who will get the starting quarterback position this season. When they traded down from 6 to 12 in the upcoming draft, it was widely perceived as a sure sign that Jalen Hurts would potentially get the starting position. However, head coach Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman quickly put those rumors to rest in their media availability Wednesday morning. Both the general manager and the head coach shot down the notion that a decision has been made about who will start the season. Jalen Hurts started the last 4 games in the 2020 season after Carson Wentz was benched, and his 3 full games he passed for 847 yards and ran for 238, ranking in the second most combined rushing and passing yards ever by a rookie quarterback in his first 3 starts. Joe Flacco, the veteran acquisition, led the Ravens to the Super Bowl 8 years ago, but has won just 6 of 21 starts since 2018 spanned across his time with the Ravens, Broncos, and Jets. We are going to evaluate every player, and nothing is off the table. That proposition has been made firm by Eagles general manager Howie Roseman last Wednesday, and it's 5 months to opening day. The Phils are now evenly split down the middle with a record of 9-9 after their win over the San Francisco Giants on Wednesday. It was a roller coaster of a game after blowing a 4-1 lead to a 5-4 battle from behind. Bryce Harper pulled out some late heroics in the 8th for the game-tying home run, with Andrew Knapp following closely behind with the walk-off to help the Phillies avoid the sweep to the Giants. The team will get right back to it tonight in Denver against the Rockies to kick off their second road trip of the season. The first pitch will be thrown at 8:40 p.m. as Vince Velasquez will be the starting pitcher on the mound for the Phils. A solid win for the Flyers at Madison Square Garden last night as they looked sharp on the ice. The 3-2. James Van Riemsdyk sacrificed a deflection off of his chin to tie the game in the second, and then picking up the lead with a deflection off the shot of Ivan Provorov in the third. Jake Voracek sealed off the win in the third with a beautiful sniper to the top shelf of the net as Claude Giroux stole the attention of the Rangers netminder. A 3-day break and well-needed practice gave the Flyers all the benefits they needed as they came ready to dictate with some solid offensive and defensive play last night. They will look to do it all again tonight as they prepare to run it back with the Rangers at 7 o'clock p.m. back in Madison Square Garden. The Sixers fell to the Milwaukee Bucks 124-117 Thursday night, racking in their 3rd consecutive loss in the first contest of a mini-series. They are now 39-20 on the season, sharing the first-place position in the Atlantic Division with the Brooklyn Nets. Milwaukee built a 20-point first-quarter lead and had no serious trouble holding off the Sixers. Joel Embiid posted 24 points on 9 for 21 shooting, acquiring 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Tobias Harris returned following a 3-game absence due to right knee soreness and recorded 18 points and 6 assists. The 76ers will look to shake off the rough spots and reshape their game before hashing it out once again with the Milwaukee Bucks for an afternoon rematch tomorrow at 3:30. Now, let's kick it over to James to see what he's got for Shock Factor.
Well, thanks, Rhea. Two-time NCAA bowling champion John Hinkle bowled a perfect game this week, paying tribute to his late father in a unique way. The ball used to accomplish this feat was filled with his father's ashes. His father introduced him to the sport when he was a young boy and taught him and his brother the game, where the brothers had been on bowling teams as long as they could remember. Hinkle used two hands to bowl, so he was only allowed to use 2 holes instead of 3. The third hole was filled with his father's ashes.
29, never had a 300. I had goosebumps, chills. He was there. This was the best one. This is by far the best, and it was definitely the hardest one because, I was shaking.
What new product did Apple reveal at their latest event? Here's the story, only on Tech Talk. Apple just released a new tracking device the size of a milk dud called an AirTag. This is a miniature, waterproof, ultra-wideband tracker to help you keep track of your items. It is directly connected to Find My Network along with other Apple devices. It contains similar features like Find My iPhone, where you can see the AirTag on a detailed map and play a chime to locate it. In typical Apple fashion, you can also ask Siri to find of Apple products. As soon as someone with Find My device is near the AirTag, it will help to update the location. The coolest feature of the product is its ultra protection finding, using your iPhone's camera, accelerometer, and gyroscope to lead you directly to the AirTag. This feature is currently available on the iPhone 11 and 12 only. You can purchase an AirTag on Apple's website for only $29 or buy a 4-pack for $99. Each AirTag can be customizable with your favorite emojis or feature the standard Apple logo. Now let's head over to Alexa Henry for the latest in entertainment.
The Oscars are coming up. This will be the 93rd Academy Awards presented by the Academy of Motion Picture, Arts and Sciences, honoring the best film of 2020 and early 2021. Daniel Kaluuya is hosting the 2021 Academy Awards. The nominees for the 2020 awards include Joaquin Phoenix, known for his leading role in Joker, Brad Pitt for his supporting role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Laura Dern for her supporting role in Marriage Story, and Renee Zellweger, leading actress in Judy. The nominees for this year's Oscar Awards are Halle Berry, Harrison Ford, Regina King, Reese Witherspoon, Zendaya, and more. They will be nominated for this year's Academy Awards of who is the best actor and actress, screenplay, director, best supporting actor, and so on. The 93rd Oscars will be held on Sunday, April 25th at Union Station, Los Angeles, Dolby Theater at Hollywood, and Highland Center in Hollywood, and international locations. This will be televised live on ABC at 8 p.m. The Oscars will also be televised live in more than 225 countries and territories worldwide. I'm Alexa Henry from Entertainment News. Now let's head over to Rhea for the weather.
Some warmth coming our way after dealing with some cooler, windy temperatures this week. And we may even see some temperatures rising in the 80s by the middle of next week. Today we had a high of 65 and sunny skies. Tomorrow we'll get even warmer at 68 with some more cloud coverage making way for early showers Sunday and 64 degrees. Monday comes flawless at 67 degrees and nothing but clear skies. Tuesday rises all the way up to 76, making way to say hello to the 80s on Wednesday, as we are due to rise all the way up to 85 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Well, Lex, hopefully the 80s will come and make their stay in the forecast the rest of the spring season, and ironically, I am wearing the thickest sweater in my closet right now.
You know, Rhea, it's really difficult what to wear. Some days it's warm, you just wear a t-shirt, a little hoodie, and some days you do got to bring out the heavy-duty sweater. So I do hope the 80s are here to stay because I'm ready to put those sweaters away. Students, get ready to mark your calendars as next Friday officially ends the semester and the day we've all been waiting for is back. That's right, Best Day Ever will take place next Friday. Be on the lookout for any event details from Knight's programming board as the new week approaches. That's all we have for this week's Neumann Update. On behalf of the entire Update team and myself, have a great weekend.